Hi, good afternoon, Mananda. Let us today we are going to discuss about lymphatic system. Today we are going to discuss about lymphatic system as a part of circulatory system. So coming to 10th biology, third chapter transportation. I mean that the circulatory system. So let us coming to the today lymphatic system. Before coming to the lymphatic system, I would like to explain what are the main body fluids which is present in the human beings. Actually, we are having two kinds of body fluids. The body fluids are mainly two kinds. Those are obviously the first one is blood and the second one is lymph. So blood means it is a red color stream which usually flows in the blood vessels, as we know that. So blood is a fluid connective tissue that already we learned in the previous videos. So let us come into the how to define the blood. Blood is the substance that contains the solid and the liquid particles. Blood is the substance that contains mainly solid and liquid particles. So obviously solid particles means blood corpuscles like RBC, WBC, platelets. I mean that the liquid portion means the liquid particles means the plasma which contains the water content. So this is the combination of blood. So blood is the combination of solid and the liquid particles. Let us come into the what do you mean by lymph? Here lymph in the sense the substance which contains exclusively without the blood, without solid particles. Lymph is also a part of the blood, but the lymph is the substance that contains exclusively blood without solid particles. I mean that the lymph is only plasma and WBC. Plasma plus WBC. I mean that liquid portion. Lymph is the liquid portion like plasma, and WBC means we know that white blood cells are having two kinds. One is a granulocytes, means granules like acidophils, basophils, neutrophils. The second one is agranulocytes like lymphocytes and monocytes. Yes. So this is the a kind of WBC is called as a lymphocytes or lymphatic cells. So let us first we have to compare that the circulatory system as well as a lymphatic system. So for better understanding, we have to take a comparison slide between the body fluids which are usually present in our body, like two systems. Those are the first one is a circulatory system. As a part of the circulatory system, we are having the body fluid like lymphatic system. So let us we have to begin the discussion about circulatory system. So let us come into the circulatory system. The chief components are blood vessels, heart. Already we completed the blood vessels like arteries, veins, and they have to connect to each other like blood capillaries. I mean that arteries are the blood vessels which carries the oxygenated blood, and veins are the blood vessels which carries the deoxygenated blood. But both are combined. They are called as blood capillaries. Heart is the pumping organ. So this is the part of circulatory system. Let us come into the lymphatic system. We are having three parts as like circulatory system. Here blood in the sense here lymph. Of course lymph also a blood, but without solid particles. It contains only the plasma and white blood cells. Next blood vessels are there like arteries and veins. Here lymph vessels which combines into the lymph organs and lymph nodes. So we are having three portions: lymph vessels and lymph organs. Together they have to constitute to form the lymphatic system. So lymphatic system forms by the lymph and the lymph vessels and the lymph organs like the lymph nodes and the lymph ducts. So together constitute to form the lymphatic system. So let us just we have to look at a glance of lymphatic system, how it present in our body. Just we have to take the textbook and we can go through the textbook page number 60. We can find out that we can observe that the lymphatic system. So this is the picture about the lymphatic system, which is the parallel system to the venal system in our body. So lymph is nothing but it is a parallel system to the venous system, which is having a separate system we have to develop to collect the tissue fluid or body fluids to the heart. So this is called as a lymphatic system. Coming to that, as blood flows through the tissues, see, this is our human heart. When the heart, so the blood flows through the arteries, the blood flows through the arteries as well as through tissues and capillaries. As blood flows through the arteries, through blood capillaries, some amount of portion of the fluid will coming out constantly through the cells, coming constantly through the cells. See, the blood flows through tissues, through blood capillaries, some amount of portion of fluid, some amount of portion of the fluid with some solid particles like white blood cells constantly coming out or flowing out, and it has to be collected and sent back to the heart. This is called as a lymphatic system. I mean, once again I have to explain. As blood flows through the tissues and blood capillaries, some amount of portion of the fluid, with solid particles like WBC constantly flowing out at different junctions, especially the forelimbs and the hindlimbs. It should be collected and sent back to the heart for blood circulation. So this entire phenomena is called as a lymphatic system. So I would like to ask one more question. Have you observed that whenever we are traveling overnight in a sitting position without our body movements, do you observe that the foot will be swollen and our footwear will be little bit, we feel that it is tight. Have you noticed that situation? Yes, certainly it should be very clear in the elders, because of that the accumulation of water, the accumulation of the tissue fluid or water which is present in the cells, between the cells, it should be accumulated. So this condition is called as swelling of the feet. This condition is called as edema. So it is clear, children, especially in the elders, while they are traveling overnight in a sitting position without body movements overnight. So when they are wearing the footwear, they feel it becomes a little bit tight because of the accumulation of the tissue fluid which is present in the tissues. So the fluid is called as a tissue fluid or body fluid. It causes to the accumulation. So accumulation is gathering. Accumulation of tissue fluid in the feet position, it causes to edema. So let us coming to the actually we know that heart is a pumping organ which pumps the oxygenated blood through the arteries. So arteries carries as well as oxygenated blood along with some of the solid particles like glucose, amino acids, proteins and enzymes and the hormones. So the blood flows through the arteries as well as to supply the tissues, means group of cells. So apart from that, some of the solid particles like glucose, amino acids and some of the enzymes and the hormones are injected into the cells, separate to the nutrients are separate to the cells. But here some amount of the liquid portion along with the WBC, means white blood cells, will coming out from these intercellular spaces, and it should be gathering outside of the cells, means the tissue fluid which is present in the tissue fluid means the intercellular spaces it should be gathering. So it should be again connected to that venules through vein and vena cava. It should be supplied to that heart. So it is a parallel system to that venal system. So coming to that here, actually the fluid which is present in the tissues is called as a tissue fluid or body fluid which contains the plasma with the WBC cells. It should be connected to venules or vein and vena cava. But what about the some rest of the portion? Some amount of portion of the body fluid or tissue fluid which is connected to the veins, which carries to the heart for pumping the blood. While coming to that, the rest of the portion are the remaining body fluids. They have to develop a separate channel to collect these all the body fluids, and they have to go to the connecting the heart. The special system which is parallel to the venous system is called as a lymphatic system. Here the intercellular spaces accumulated the water is called as a tissue fluid. Is nothing but a plasma with a WBC. So this is the first one. This is called as a lymph. Lymph is nothing but a clear water or a clear fluid which contains the plasma with the white blood cells. So this is the first one. Second one, so these are starts arising to collection like lymph capillaries. So lymph capillaries means a small hair-like structures which collects all the accumulated water. So the lymph capillaries arise. Afterwards, it connects to lymph vessels. So this is called as the lymph vessels. Next, it connects to lymph ducts. For example, this is our thoracic cavity. This is the right and left forelimbs. So obviously, through right and left thoracic cavity, we are having the lymph ducts, which collects these tissue fluid, and it can be opened to the heart. It can be connected to the heart. So this is the parallel system to the venous system. So I mean that tissue fluid is nothing but a lymph or body fluids. Lymph is nothing but a clear water. Here the lymph is the vital link. Here the lymph means it contains the white blood cells with plasma. It is very essential to that blood circulation. So once again it has to be connected to the veins to collect that deoxygenated blood through the inferior vena cava and superior vena cava. But the rest of the portion of the fluids which connects to the lymphatic system, it is a parallel system to the venous system. Here the blood and the body fluid or tissue fluid, it is the connecting link between the blood and tissue fluid. Lymph is the connecting link between the blood and tissue fluid. This is called as a lymphatic system. Next, here the thing is, so while we are traveling the overnight without any body movements, we feel the accumulation of this tissue fluid is called as edema. But while we are walking, while we are giving some skeletal pressure, obviously within a short span of time it should be drained. It should be coming back into the veins, and it should be collected to the lymphatic system. How it occurs means, here the skeletal, whenever we are applying the skeletal pressure, automatically the intercellular spaces like these fluid which enter into the lymph vessels, lymph capillaries and the lymph vessels and the lymph ducts. So whenever we are giving the skeletal pressure like forelimbs or in limbs, it comes back into the lymph ducts and it connects to the heart. So this is the lymphatic system. So the first one is lymph is nothing but a tissue fluid which contains the plasma with white blood cells. Lymph vessels are the small vessels which are combined to form the lymph capillaries. Next one is lymph organs. We are having the lymph organs like we are having 3 or more lymph organs. Those are called as the spleen. Spleen is some part of a small organ which is near to the stomach. Usually it is called as the graveyard of RBC. Erythrocytes birthplace is called as bone marrow. After completion of their life period, like 120 days after completion their life period, it goes to settle down in the spleen. So spleen is the graveyard of RBC. Next, coming to the thymus. So thymus is a gland which is located in the near the neck portion. It secretes the hormones and it secretes the T lymphocytes. It secretes the T lymphocytes. So as like a circulatory system like blood vessels and heart, our lymphatic system is also having the lymph vessels and lymph organs. So with association of these tissue fluid or body fluid like white blood cells with plasma, the water which is accumulated in the intercellular spaces, it should be gathering with a separate system with lymph capillaries, lymph vessels and lymph ducts and lymph nodes. Finally, it has to be connected to the heart. So it is the vital link between the blood and blood and the tissue fluid. So this is called as a lymphatic system. It is one type of fluid system in our body. Thank you children. Thank you.